Hello, my name is Vivek. I'm an Art of Living volunteer and I live in the San Ramon Bay Area. I'm excited today to be talking with Sunil Singh, who is both a neighbor and a friend and a long-standing Art of Living teacher. I'm looking forward to talking with him about the Blessings course and his experiences with the Blessings course. So let's dive right in. Can you just share a little bit about your background and how you got introduced to Art of Living?
Thank you, Vivek, and thank you for doing this interview. My name is Sunil Singh, and I've been with the Art of Living Foundation for the last 25 years. My journey started in March of 2001, so it's almost 25 years. And I learned the Art of Living program just randomly. I was curious. I was seeking something deeper than just the usual Silicon Valley dream of working in a tech company. I had just arrived from India to work here in the Valley, and there's all these dreams you carry with you. And then somewhere deep inside, I had this idea that there's something bigger than all the things that you do externally. And I stumbled upon this course in the March of 2001. Some friend mentioned, and I wanted to check it out. And it's no looking back since I did the program. When I learned the Art of Living program, it became an integral part of my daily routine. Doing the breathing practice, and along the way I learned several other courses, including learned how to do meditation. I became a teacher at some point in my journey. I wanted to give it back to the community and become a volunteer and a teacher. And also somewhere along my journey with the Art of Living, I did the Blessings program, and I guess we are here to talk about that. So we'll go deeper into it, but that's kind of the background. Professionally, I'm a founder in a tech company as an entrepreneur. I've had 20 years now working at various startups in the Bay Area, and then I run a tech company that's a venture-backed fintech that I'm part of. And the Art of Living experience of meditation, being aware of your own self, and all of the tools that I have acquired along the way has been an integral part of my professional life and success, and it sort of provides the foundation on which I can really build a successful professional career.
I think it's super impressive that you basically started in 2001. From a software engineer to being a founder of a Bay Area startup. That's just like quite a ride, and I'm just excited to hear from you how these programs have helped you. But specifically about Blessings, what does it mean to you?
The Blessings program specifically, in a way, it's very simple and natural. At the same time, it has one of those elements which I had heard growing up, that as a human life, we have been bestowed with the qualities of the divine, the qualities of the God. Nature has all of those ingredients in all of us, and somewhere it gets buried, I guess, through our day-to-day stress, our own sort of wants and likes and dislikes. And somewhere I think the Blessings course allows you to uncover the divinity that lies inside of us, the pure, loving, compassionate, joyful presence that we all have. Blessings course is nothing but shining a light on that divinity that all of us have, not specifically me or Vivek or anybody. All of us carry those qualities, and the Blessings course is just polishing and chipping off all the rough edges to let it shine through fully. Also, the other side of it is, it's not just being able to shine the light, but also feeling that connection with the divinity, the nature, the consciousness, which is blessing us with everything that we have or don't have. And sometimes we forget even the challenges that comes in our lives are blessings in disguise. As it's an overly used phrase, but that's really what it is, because in those moments of difficulty and challenges where you really push yourself through and come up further and higher and on your journey and becoming a better human being. Specifically, one example I'll give is back in 2009, during the great financial crisis, there's massive amounts of layoffs. I think 1 out of every 3 person that I knew in my social circle was laid off, including myself. I was newly married. My wife had just come from India. And within 2 weeks of her arriving, getting married and coming here to the Bay Area, I was laid off. I was on H-1B visa, and you have to find a backup to stay legally in the country. And I was not sure what is going to happen. You have 30 days to figure out visa sponsor, and somehow randomly again somebody introduced me to another tech CEO of a company, and he said, look, I understand your situation. While I don't have a headcount, but given your situation, I'm going to have you help me with marketing and some of the other things that he needed help with, and I'll sponsor you an H-1B visa. From nowhere, this person I had not met, I just met him in a conference room. Forget about giving me a job offer. On the spot, he said, I'm going to help you get you an H-1B sponsorship. That's an example of how nature continues to bless you with whatever is needed in that moment. And I'm still super grateful for that event. And this is just one of many examples that I have throughout my life where every difficult situation reminded me that nature is taking care of you. And you are blessed with everything that is needed in this life, and it will come your way. You just have to feel the connection, and you have to open yourself to the possibility, and then it's there for you. So that's one of the examples I have.
Wow, that was an amazing story, Sunil. I mean, both, the idea that you were in such an uncertain situation, and then you came out of it. The help came out of nowhere, and I'm sure you have many more such stories. And just the fact that being aware of these miracles also, that they're always happening, must be also enhancing that faith in that divine, and sort of controlling, doing what you can control, and letting everything just be taken care of by divine, right? And like, so how do people, how can people use, how do you think blessings can make a difference for people, who are going through that uncertainty?
Yeah, oftentimes we think that there is only in this time of history there is uncertainty or macroeconomic or all the other situations. The world has had upheavals throughout, right? We just forget about 100 years ago, the world was even more unstable than it is now. We have tremendous amount of prosperity and technology and everything that has come our way. So I think the first step is to recognize that time is always going to have both flavors, where there are some good things are going to happen, there are some not so good things, pleasant, unpleasant is part of the mix, the baggage of this creation, this nature, and embracing that fully. And where this practice or the program comes in handy is that you feel a deep connection with something bigger than yourself. You are not just limited by your own body, mind, thoughts, success, failure, and sort of the daily routine and the churn everybody is going through. Seeing that this energy, this creation that created everything around you, has also had a major role in building you as a human being. You are born here. So first of all, knowing that you are connected to a bigger part of the plan, that you are part of something bigger than yourself. And then from there, you do whatever you can do. In every moment, if you operate from that place of faith and connection and doing your 100%, and I know people say 100%. 100% means that whatever skills, physically, mentally, spiritually, socially, whatever you have, you combine everything, bring it together, and do your best in that moment, and then let it go. And this blessings program, in a way, is a perfect balance of knowing that you are blessed, whatever is needed, whatever is owed to you from nature will come your way. But at the same time, knowing that nature is going to give whatever it's owed to you, at the same time, how do you put in practice the real self of doing your action 100%? And it goes hand in hand, where you do your part and let nature bring whatever it has in offer for you, and then surrender, and then really you feel blossomed, where no event, success, failure, ups and downs can limit your true potential. You're able to shine through it. You're able to sort of ride through any situation in your life with smile and with contentment and with joy, and then life becomes a real play of celebration, joy, sharing, giving, and that's what blessings is all about for me.
Wow, that was, I could sense, the level of excitement and just how much passionate you are about this. If there's one thing you have to say to someone who's in a difficult situation, what would that be?
I think the number one thing anybody who's going through a difficult situation is that know that you are not alone. The nature, the creation, again I talk about God, if you believe in God, that created you has a plan for you. You just have to be patient, you just have to be persistent, and know that something is taking care of you. Even in the worst moment, even in the lowest point in your life, if you have that faith, if you have that connection, then help will find its way to you. You don't have to even try hard. Somebody will come in the form of whatever you need help. Like it has happened so many times in my own life, as I give one example, that there will be people who will show up from nowhere to help you out. There will be resources that will be made available that you didn't even know that existed. So just having that connection and faith, and then do your part. Get up, do your action, whatever in that moment comes, that this is what I need to do. I need to make that phone call. I need to write my resume, or I need to go and close that deal if you're running a business. Show up in the world with the faith and the connection that you are blessed, and you will continue to be blessed no matter what outcome happens in every endeavor that you have. And then you see how life unfolds in a miraculous way for you.
That's amazing. I mean, thank you so much for the inspiring words, Sunil, and especially coming from someone who has seen so much of ups and downs of the Silicon Valley. So all these principles that you've learned over the years speak for themselves for the person you are, and so we really appreciate you sharing the inspiring words and your insights. And thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me and giving me the opportunity to share some of my experiences and the stories. And I hope others also sort of at least explore this other dimension where you look for that connection with the greater being, the greater energy, the consciousness, whatever you call it, that is really at the root of everything. And these programs are just a mere way for us to find that switch where we can connect ourselves into the source. So thank you again, and I look forward to many such other conversations and inspiring stories from others. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.